Vintage sports car racing is growing in both popularity and prestige due to the undeniable fascination that surrounds the great racing cars of the past. Most of it is done on high-speed road courses, but now another kind of vintage racing event takes place every year in Europe. Here in London is the starting point for the Pirelli Classic Marathon, a 2,000-mile, 7-day cross-country rally for sports cars which would have been eligible for international rally events prior to 1965. The Pirelli Classic Marathon is a time, speed, distance event, which means competitors cover a predetermined route, observing all local speed limits and traffic regulations, hoping to finish the course in the exact amount of time specified, being penalized for either early or late arrival. Along the way, there are certain performance sections where the speed and handling of the cars will be put to the test. This event, the third annual gathering, has attracted over 100 competitors, including several drivers from the past whose names may sound familiar. Former international driving champion Sterling Moss from England. Former driving great in Formula One, Italy's Clay Regazzoni. And one of a handful of American competitors, Bobby Unser, three-time winner of the Indy 500.
I think it's going to rain.
Bobby will be driving this beautiful Jaguar XKE 3.8 Roadster, and it's one of the few times he has driven a right-hand drive car in competition.
Well, it takes a little while to get used to the steering wheel being on the right-hand side. And I don't know how long it'll take it, but I can get by with it. It's just, it's totally different. And shifting with your left hand is obviously different, but I'm catching on pretty quick.
The rally begins in London as trumpeters sound a glorious fanfare for the British teams pulling away. For the next 7 days, these cars will travel through England, France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, and finally finish up in Cortina, Italy. On the afternoon of day one, the cars and drivers must cross the English Channel on a hovercraft, covering the 22 miles from Dover to Calais on a cushion of air. From France, it's on to Belgium, and the first overnight stop in Ypres, where the townspeople offer an enthusiastic welcome. Early on, Irishman Paddy Hopkirk is first overall in his vintage 1275cc Mini Cooper. Paddy is a three-time winner of the renowned Monte Carlo Rally, driving this very same car. As the rally moves into day three, Paddy was looking forward to the upcoming journey through the southern European high country.
Yes, I think the most pleasant bit will be the Italian Alps because it brings back memories from the old days. The weather's nice, the scenery's lovely, and it's really lovely up over those alpine passes.
Up between the majestic peaks of the Italian Alps, the drivers have to be ever alert for some more traditional forms of horsepower. And it is here that one of the more treacherous segments of the event is encountered. A high-speed run up the Stelvio Pass, 8 miles long, 48 hairpin turns, and very little between the cars and the precipitous drop-offs where disaster could strike. Bobby Unser, who had been battling some early mechanical problems in the Jag, can move up in the standings with a strong run, since his 300-horsepower Cat may easily run up the pass much faster than the other competitors he now trails. Strap yourself in as we ride along with Bobby and his navigator, David Clean, up through the Stelvio Pass. Bobby Unser has not only won Indianapolis 3 times, but has set numerous records in the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, which gives him the tremendous experience needed to drive this powerful Jag over this menacing road with little difficulty. In fact, his time is a full 2 minutes faster than the next closest competitor, which puts him into first place overall. But his lead is a short one, as a minor mishap in a crowded Italian street drops him way back.
We weren't going fast in the middle of a town. There was an enormous bus coming down between 2 buildings. And there was no way to get to the right or the left. In fact, there was only enough room maybe for a person to walk between the bus and the building. So it was just unavoidable. We only had front brakes on the car at the time. So when I hit the brakes, only the fronts locked up and just slid into it.
Finally, the small town of Cortina, Italy receives the intrepid field of classic sports cars after their 2,000-mile saga. Paddy Hopkirk wins the event in his Mini, while Ron Gammons finishes second in his MGB, while driving legend Sterling Moss captures third in his MGB. A philosophical Hopkirk describes how it feels to win.
Well, when you're getting older and your lease is running out, you wonder if you can still do it all, you know, and sort of every day you wake up's a bonus, and I think we're very pleased.
Is the Pirelli Classic Marathon your typical motorsports event with dazzling speed, wheel-to-wheel heroics, and spine-tingling danger at every turn? No, and maybe that's why it has become so enchanting. It is a gentle kind of race, where gentlemen rekindle the embers of the past, allowing today's generations to fully appreciate the rewards of our competitive spirit and the accomplishments of yesterday's heroes.